Take me back home. You said not to call you. I can't be alone. You know that I'm selfish. You know that it's true. But tell me who's selfish when just last week, who was calling who? Pick up the phone. Take me back home. You said not to call you. I can't be alone. There's nothing wrong if we lose control. This life is so empty. The world is so cold. Pick up the phone. Take me back home. You said not to call you. I can't be alone. Can I come home? Take me back home. I just keep on calling. So pick up the phone. What's up, y'all? My name is Nate B. Jackson. The B is for booty. Have you ever been truly scared and you don't know what to do? Surround you with my force field so the demons can't touch your soul. Ghosts and goblins, baby, make your skin grow cold, make you second guess yourself and you don't know who's who. Trust yourself, not no one else. Trust yourself, nobody else. Trust yourself, not no one else. Trust yourself, nobody else. is rolling in, and you hear a bloody moan. Ain't no one around you, but you know you're not alone. Hands reach out and grab you while you're digging for your phone. Make you second guess yourself, and you don't know who's who. Trust yourself, not no one else. Trust yourself, nobody else. Trust yourself, not no one else. Trust yourself, nobody else. I wanna know why I'm not good enough. Not good enough to meet your friends. You always tell me that you need more time. I don't care. Make up your mind. Never wanted to be your weekend mister. Tired of doing everything you want, and then you toss me like a piece of trash. Don't believe you anytime you come around. Someone help me, think I lost my mind. I wanna know why I'm not good enough. Not good enough to be your man. All of my friends say that I got to go. No, no, no. You know I can't. Never wanted to be your weekend mister. Tired of doing everything you want, and then you toss me like a piece of trash. Don't believe you anytime you come around. Someone help me, think I lost my mind. Ooh, baby, when you lead me on, yeah. You know that I do everything that you say, each and every day. You wanna be your slave. Ooh, baby, when you lead me on, yeah. I'm right there with you. You know I can't quit you, but I think I lost my mind. Ooh, baby, when you lead me on. 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 Ooh, baby, when you lead me You got me feeling excited. Why do I even try to hide it? Please add me to your collection. Let's get it moving in the right direction. All that I'm trying to see. This a fantasy, or are you feeling me? All that I'm trying to do is make this dream come true. There's only me and you. I wanna be with you, spend all my time with you. But if I'm reaching, baby, you gotta tell me. Feeling's way too strong, and I've been up way too long. Girl, I can't sleep at night, it's true. Blinded, blinded by you. Blinded, and you know it's true. Blinded, blinded by you. Like I'm dying. Night after lonely night, I'm crying. I need to know if I'm crazy, 'cause my whole world is turning hazy. All that I'm trying to see. Is this a fantasy, or are you feeling me? That I'm trying to do is make this dream come true. There's only me and you. I wanna be with you, spend all my time with you. But if I'm reaching, baby, you gotta tell me. Feeling's way too strong, and I've been up way too long. Girl, I can't sleep at night, it's true. Blinded, blinded by you. Blinded, and you know it's true. Blinded, blinded by you. Normal life. She's a normal woman in a normal place. Got a normal husband, he got a normal face. They do normal things, they both love to watch sports. In the wintertime they wear Ugg boots, but in the summertime they wear shorts. Oh, they love it, oh, they love their normal life. They don't know too much about normal life. a subdivision outside of town. Everyone's so friendly and all the grass is green. Everybody here is all the same. Going back and forth to stupid jobs they hate. Every weekend they try to forget their normal life. Do you want that normal life? 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 Girl, you know that we both really gotta stop running around. If we don't, we'll never make it in the long run. No, I'm lazy and I'm high on drugs almost every day. But you say I love you better when I'm on one. I'm stupid, you don't care what I do with my time when you're gone. Why don't you care when I do you wrong? You know our love is strong. Oh, let's stay together. Stay here forever. I'll do you better. Let's give us one more chance. Oh, baby, why you run around? And you don't listen when I'm talking. Try to make it feel good and relax when you get off work. When it's my turn, you start walking. You're stupid, you don't care what I do with my time when you're gone. Why don't you care when I do you wrong? You know our love is strong. Oh, let's stay together. Stay here forever. Stay here forever. Let's give us one more chance. Don't you care when I do you wrong? You know our love is strong. Let's stay together, stay here forever. I do you better. Let's give us one more. Let's stay together, stay here forever. I'll do you better, baby. Let's give us one more chance. It was a one-time thing. It was a two-time thing. That's all. It was a three-time thing. Now it ain't no thing. No, not at all. You don't know. 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 You got to help me. You got to help me. You got to help me. I'll never understand. And you tell me life's not fair, but I think that maybe you still care. You don't know. 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 Do you remember when I smoothed your hood back? You locked your eyes on mine and bit your lip. Now who is this man coming staring at me, asking you, baby, why you got to trip? Baby, say hello to me. Say goodbye to him. Goodbye to him. Baby, say hello to me. Say goodbye to him. Goodbye to him. I wanna know if you will be my woman. You said you would, and now I want you so. You need to be with me, no other man. Say that you will, or I will have to go. Baby, say hello to me. Say goodbye to him. Goodbye to him. Baby, say hello to me. Say goodbye to him. Goodbye to him. Baby, say hello to me. Say goodbye to him. Goodbye to him. Baby, say hello to me. Say goodbye to him. Goodbye to him. Bye, baby. Bye, bye, baby. 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 Bye, baby. All right. Thank you, Grove Sessions, for having me. My name is Nate B. Jackson. The B is for booty. And I got one more song I'm going to hit real quick. So thanks so much for tuning in. Got one more song, then we're going to have a little discussion here at the Grove. All right. Oh, my honey, got me working day and night. Oh, my sugar, got me working day and night. Shoulder, they can make you feel alright. When this is over, loving you will be so right. I often wonder, loving you will be tonight. Well, what is love, girl, when I'm always out of sight? You got me working day and night. I'll be working be seeing some other guy instead of me. I'll be working day and night. I'll be working from sun up to midnight. You got me working, working day and night. 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 What's your phone number? I know you think it's fast, but I hate to waste time. Girl, what's your phone number? Girl, I got to ask cause you're so fine. 777-9311 777-9311 777-9311 777-9311 Girl, what's your phone number? Can you be reached on a lonely line? Girl, what's your phone number? Let me love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. 777-9311. How can I get into you when I feel right? 777-9311. Wanna spend the night with you if that's alright. Ain't nothing wrong with rejection. Feel much better if you slap my face, girl. What's your phone number? Girl, what's your phone number? What's your phone number? What's your phone number? 777-9311. Yo,
Hey,
how you doing today?
doing all right, man. Dude, that set was fire.
Oh, thank you.
That was incredible, man. So much to say. I'm really looking forward to chatting with you about everything that you got going on there, man. For those of you that are just joining us or maybe just caught the last part of that set, that was Nate B. Jackson. The B is for Booty, as in Booty Jackson. Super funky stuff. My name is Rick Coughlin. I'm one of the co-founders, and I am the CEO of Grove Studios. This is Grove Sessions. Grove Studios was founded to help people make music, give them a place where 24/7 self-service rehearsal studio and production and podcast and DJ studio in Ypsilanti, Michigan. We've been doing Grove Sessions during the time of this COVID situation. It's something we always wanted to do. We wanted to have a Grove Sessions, but we definitely were thinking about it as a live performance in studio kind of thing. And, you know, this whole situation kind of made us do this whole thing online, remotely, and social distancing. And so all the artists are taking the time out of their day, coming to us mostly from their home studios. We know a lot of artists have lost income and gigs and tours. and all kinds of things because of the situation. Anybody that's been following knows that the music business is definitely in some kind of peril, and we're getting creative out here. So Nate's not with his band. We're going to talk about the band for sure, but he's kind of a one-man band. That was an incredible set. Nate's here also to donate his portion of the donations today to the charity End Child Hunger in America. It's nokidhungry.org. So if you are watching and listening, there's a link down below in the chat and on the other platforms where you can donate. Please hit the link to the donorbox.org. Those also help pay for the session, and oftentimes the artists will choose a charity to funnel their portion of the donations to. So please consider nokidhungry.org and Nate's choice for donations today. We'd really certainly appreciate it. I'm here with Max Price. He's head of social media, and he's also a producer, rapper, and entrepreneur. Max does all things social media for Grove Studios. Nate Jackson is here. You can listen to Booty Jackson's EP, bootyjackson.bandcamp.com. There's also a bootyjackson.com, if I'm correct, right, Nate?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It's still there. Yeah, I checked.
It is still there.
Yeah. I'm not really on top of it like I should be, but yeah, we have a website. The EP B is for Booty is on all streaming platforms. We're working on more music, but a little difficult these days. So we'll see what happens. We have a bunch of material that's half finished. It'll come out someday, but I don't know when.
We're looking forward to when it comes out.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys have a really cool story and kind of a cool start. I'll ask you a little bit about it, but it sounds like, I mean, you guys are the core band is you're brothers, biological brothers, right?
Yeah, it is true. We really are brothers. Booty Jackson started with me and my two younger brothers. We have a sister too. Unfortunately, she didn't really want to get involved, but yeah, we didn't really grow up like playing together, but it just kind of happened when we were all adults, like about maybe about 5 years or so ago. We started playing together for the first time, and it was really cool. So yeah, we make an effort. We live in 3 different states, but we try to meet up and like record and do shows and stuff as much as possible.
I love it. Like, so you guys are kind of like the Jackson 3, like a power trio, right?
Yeah.
I dig it.
Booty Jackson 3.
Yeah, the Booty Jackson 3. Yeah. We're not trying to change your name or anything.
Oh no, man. Like, I didn't want to go with the name Booty Jackson, but anything with Jackson and brothers is kind of taken on the Google.
Right. That's true.
So how did you guys get to that name?
Man. Yeah. Well, we just like kind of looked through like what Google's well and what was taken already and what wasn't. And it was kind of the only thing left. And we kind of just gave up. We're like, all right, fuck it. Let's call it Booty Jackson. And so we stuck with it, man. There's really no competition. Nobody else wants to go by that name. So
that's
really smart, man. It makes it easy for people to find you. And you're definitely making those booties shake. That's for sure.
I try, man. I try.
How is like being in a band with your brothers? How's that experience for you?
Like, I mean, it's kind of an unfair advantage, really, because we've all known each other our whole life, and I know what they can do. I know their background. So, we can't really lie to each other or, I don't know. It's a lot more direct, I guess, and we can work a lot faster together as opposed to when we're playing with other musicians. Yeah, it's cool. It's good. I like it.
Do you guys all like participate in the songwriting? How does that work?
Absolutely. So it's kind of case by case, but there's a couple tunes that we got where like one of us brings a song that's almost done and it gets changed very little by the group, but that's actually kind of rare. Like usually one of us has like the seed of an idea, like a riff or like an 8-bar loop or a chord progression or something, and then we hang out together in the same room and just finish it, just play with it.
You're and I noticed too, like on the B is for Booty EP, you guys have like really tight harmonies. Is that all of you doing those harmonies together?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, that's the three of us. We recorded those tracks right here. This is my basement in Northwest Detroit. We recorded all those tracks through a single mic. We went one at a time after we got our basic rhythm tracks done. It was the best mic we had at the time, and it was like a $50 condenser mic. And then like the next time we met up, we used a $100 condenser mic, and I don't know. The guy who mixed it did a great job because like the tracks, yeah, he was really honest with us. He's like, yeah, these tracks aren't that good, but let's do what we can, So I think it came out all right considering like we recorded everything in this basement. So, yeah.
I think it's really resourceful, man. I mean, I thought the album sounded great. Yeah, the mixing was great. It's a really fun album to listen to, and when I'm really engaged with the music, I tend not to notice some of the subtleties of like what the in terms of like the quality is. Yeah. I didn't listen to it and think, oh, the quality. I was just really engaged by like the lyrics and the harmonies and like how fun the music was. Like, just like this sort of like classic funk and R&B vibe that you have, but like this modern sensibility to it combined with these sort of like modern sensibility lyrics are like kind of tongue in cheek or funny. You guys have like these funny moments lyrically too. Like, there's, I can hear your humor coming out. So I was like instantly engaged with that. Like this sounds fresh to me.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that was my instinct, man. So I really did enjoy it. Do you guys all write the lyrics too, or is there a primary lyricist?
There was like one song where I wrote all the lyrics, and there was another song where my brother Tommy, who plays keyboards, wrote all the lyrics. But mostly we do it together because like we're all really into music, like locking with the drummer, playing tight, coming up with musical ideas that are clever. But with lyrics, we're not so strong. So yeah, we very much work together on the lyrics, and glad you guys like it though. I'm glad. I mean, we went for the sense of humor because I don't know. I think writing lyrics is the hardest thing for us.
I almost like this. This came up. I mean, you guys sound nothing like this, but like it's almost like this Ben Folds kind of sensibility of like,
oh, awesome.
Yeah. Sort of like, yeah. That's the best way I can describe it. Like I tend to make these free associations with like, oh, this reminds me of this or this reminds me of that. That's just the way my brain works. But yeah,
I find it hard to believe that you guys, have trouble making lyrics because. I honestly think like you guys hit the nail on the head as far as like real entertainment. I think in a lot of ways, like a lot of music, it has that realness to it that your guys' music has, and has that humor. And I think you guys, really put those together well. A lot of your songs, seem to be about love and relationships. Is it hard for you guys to be like so raw with your lyrics? Or is that something?
I don't know. Yeah, we find the whole lyrical process pretty hard. I'm glad that you guys like it because we, like all of us, like to joke around a lot, and I don't know. I think it's kind of dangerous to take yourself too seriously. So I just kind of, I don't know. I tried to stay sincere with the lyrics, and yeah, I think too few people put the sense of humor on display in their lyrics. And it's kind of sad, but like all of my favorite singers and all of my favorite bands definitely have an element of humor involved.
I
So
yeah, that's I mean that's I think yeah, I think writing lyrics is incredibly difficult personally too. So I can totally hear you on that. But I do appreciate like the not taking yourself too seriously. So like that's a perfect like segue into another question. Like, yeah, who are your influences? I mean, I heard a lot of stuff. I was here when you first like started doing, when I first started listening to some of the Booty Jackson stuff, the EP and everything. I mean, Steely Dan came across. I heard a little like early Hall and Oates, kind of like from a music standpoint. But what else? Are those even close to accurate?
absolutely.
Okay,
Oh yeah,
cool.
absolutely. Yeah, I love Hall and Oates. Steely Dan, I go back and forth. Yeah, there's a couple songs that are awesome, and then some of it I just like I've heard it once and I never want to hear it again. But yeah, I respect Steely Dan. God, man, the people that they had come into the studio with them alone is amazing. Just like looking at the credits on the record.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like I'm into all kinds of stuff. Like I don't know, like basically two things, like really heavy, like grunge and metal, and then just super funky, syncopated, like G funk and like Zap, all that kind of like classic 70s, 80s R&B is my favorite stuff to listen to.
So does that so your penchant for enjoying heavy music but also enjoying like the funky side of the world, does that explain the 7 string? Because I've seen funky dudes play 7 strings before, like Novak's guitars. I think like those are crazy, like with the sideways frets and all of that stuff. I've seen dudes, right? That is a 7 string, right? I couldn't count from the video, but yeah.
Yeah, it is. Actually, I never really I never thought about 7 string, but about maybe 10 or 11 years ago, I had some problems with my wrists, had some tendonitis, and I wasn't able to play for a while. But my wife found this guitar on Craigslist, and the fretboard is scalloped. I don't know if you could see, but like in between the frets, it's not flat.
Oh yeah, I'm a guitar player, so I'm very familiar. Scallop fretboards are sweet.
Right. So I got this. Cool. Yeah. I got this on Craigslist from an older shredder. He was tired of it. He didn't play it anymore. And I picked it up, and it was like, there's no resistance on this guitar. It's the easiest thing I've ever played. And adding the 7 string was a bonus. Like I had all this muscle memory built up in my wrists from playing 6 strings. So this guitar kind of like disabled me and forced me to like reapproach the instrument, develop a softer touch, develop better habits. And so now I'm able to play like no problem. So that's how I initially ended up playing 7 string.
It's very cool. I like, I like when you're hitting some of that lower, bassy kind of stuff. Digging in that way. It sounds really cool. I definitely appreciate it. I did you modify that guitar at all?
No, I mean, the guy before me put a lot of money into this, man. Like he went to the nicest shop in town and had the fretboard scalloped and, de-lacquered the back of the neck. It's super smooth and like open wood grain. But no, like this stuff you see, these are just stickers that I put on top of the pickup because it was a really boring, basic black guitar. That's it. So.
What else? What about some of your other gear that you use? I love like the looping aspect and the live, like I just think that's so dope, and I think it's something that is going to be even way bigger in the future, than it is right now. How'd you get into doing that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so I always been interested, but my preference honestly is to play with a drummer and really lock with a drummer. But you're absolutely right. Everybody is doing this nowadays because you can say yes to every gig without checking with another person. It's less people, everything's cheaper. If you're trying to route a tour, I can carry all this crap in like a guitar case and a carry-on bag. So yeah, I don't do any pre-recorded tracks. It's all recorded live on the spot and then looped. So I'm doing beatboxing a little bit, and then I'm doing some finger drums. I have this little, it's like the cheapest Akai MIDI controller you can get. There's no piano keys. It's just 8 pads. I use that a little bit. Yeah, I like that thing. It's fun. It's kind of new for me. But yeah, like the beatbox, like it's okay when you hear it all in the mix, but like just the beatbox track by itself, it sounds kind of whack. So I wanted to get a little variety with the beats that I'm making. So I got that like last year.
I'm surprised at like how thick that, you know, the beatbox actually does sound, like with the kick and the snare and the stuff. Have you been doing that for a long time, or you know, when did that come into the mix?
No, like no, it's not something I grew up doing at all. And like honestly, I really have to like focus and lock in my breathing before every performance because the beatboxing is so weak. If I drink too much water, I'm going to burp and mess up my loop. If I drink too little water, I'm going to have a dry throat and not be able to make a proper hi-hat sound. You know, if I run to the stage and I'm winded right before I do the beatbox loop, I'm going to be out of air. So I'm still working on it, man. But sometimes it sounds good. Sometimes I mess up the loop. I got to start over. So
that's always the danger with looping, right? You just, if you're doing it live, it's like, yeah, if it's rough from the beginning, you just, there's nothing else to do. Just start over. Sorry, folks. Just a minute.
It's live, you know, it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was thinking like, yeah, beatboxing, if you watch, I don't know if you've ever gone to like, you know, just YouTube and watch some of these professional beatboxers where these guys are just super sick, you know, but like the warm-ups and stuff that they must do, like just to get ready for that kind of beatboxing is amazing. But I love that you incorporate it into what you're doing. Are we going to hear beatboxing and looping on the new stuff that you guys are working on?
So yeah, that's a good question. The stuff that I'm working on with my brothers, it is more along the same lines as the B is for Booty EP. But I am working on some other material here in isolation. And yeah, one of them is using a beatbox loop. A lot of them, I'm just kind of doing some like some Dilla sounds and playing a synth and just stretching out, trying some new things. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to like work remotely, sending emails back and forth with mixes and stuff. So probably that portion of the music that I'm involved in is kind of on hold, most likely.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people that are trying to work that way too, and it's definitely not ideal. It's hard.
Yeah.
I keep seeing people trying to work on this live. I've seen some, you know, this live collaboration software idea where people are, you know, trying to do it at the same time, but the internet lag, you know, that you get is, it's a pretty hard thing to get over. Somebody's going to have to come up with something amazing.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of options now, but so far I really haven't heard anybody say like, oh, this one's perfect, it really works. You know, they all have glitches. So yeah,
I everybody's doing those multi-panel videos that are kind of pre-recorded, and everybody's doing their thing, and so the video kind of has a live feel to it, but obviously we know everybody is not in the same room. But I've seen some really good, you know, production on some of those videos.
Me too.
Any plans of maybe trying something like that?
Absolutely. Yeah. So I got a couple things going on. Like I'm releasing a beat tape on June 5th. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while, and now I'm stuck at home, so I'm actually doing it. It's going to be called Comfort Food. I'm donating half the proceeds from that beat tape to No Kid Hungry as well. Every song is instrumental. It's like a lo-fi ASMR inspired, easy listening. Just like put the music on, forget about it. lie down in the dark, smoke some weed. I don't know, see what happens. So doing that, but yeah, definitely would like to make some like live performance footage with like one take at a time and editing them together. I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning. Trying to learn.
That you're doing like the beat tape. I think it's really smart to make music that can kind of be played in the background to someone's life, you know, like that while someone's doing homework or while someone's just chilling or whatever. It gives you that or even while someone's sleeping, like, you know, it just gives you those streams. Like they could just throw it on and let it go and not worry about it. I think that's really smart.
Yeah, and you know, like with all these like jazzy chord progressions that I have that I just love playing, like they're a little bit boring, to be honest. If like some of these things, like these 8-bar loops that I'm creating or 16-bar loops, I can't really imagine a really high energy vocal performance or anything on top of it. So yeah, I'm making some elevator music, man. That's what I've been doing. And man, I'm getting there. I'm almost done. So June 5th.
I'm fairly confident that you're going to improve the elevator genre, just based on what I saw today. So we're looking forward to that. What did you say? What it was called?
Oh yeah, so it's going to be under the name Booty Jackson, but the name of the beat tape is Comfort Food.
Cool. All right, everybody, Comfort Food. Booty Jackson, look out for that coming soon. Do we have a date yet or still in the hopper?
June 5th.
June 5th.
June 5th.
All right, people. Listen up for that. We're going to be looking out for that too. We'll make sure and put you on blast.
Thank you.
I know we're all going to enjoy that. Some summer chill music, some summer listening music.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah. So what are you guys up to these days? Or
oh man, that's the first time we've ever gotten a question back, Max.
Yeah,
that's fun.
We you know, we're just so grateful to have you here and to be able to do things like this. You know, we're still not able to open up right now, but we're hopefully looking to open up like after the 28th deadline, and you know, continuing to do these Grove sessions. I mean, we've loved the connection that we've been able to get with artists, and all the local artists that have come on here have been so amazing. So we're just so appreciative of people like you and all the other artists that have come on here and spent their time, you know, providing music for the masses, man. Like what you do is amazing, and it's magic to 99.9% of the people that hear it. So, you know, we appreciate it a lot.
oh, man, likewise. You know, I think it's great. I've never been to Grove, but you know, before Corona, I was definitely interested. I saw some of the events you were doing, like some kind of, it was like a beat makers workshop, or like, I'm not yeah. I saw a few events you were doing that looked really cool, like open to the public and interactive, like hands-on. And yeah, it seems like you guys are doing some great stuff.
Yeah, that event you're referring to, I think we have had several kinds of events. One of the things that we do, it's in collaboration with Project Plugin. That's kind of the brainchild of our one of our advisory board members. His name is Rod Wallace. He's you know, hip hop producer. He's amazing. He came up with this concept for Project Plugin, and we co-sponsor it. Right now, actually, we just had a Project Plugin online with about 15 producers. But the whole concept is we were doing this live at at 734 Brewery in Ypsi, because they have outlets everywhere. So all these producers can come in. They bring their, you know, whatever piece of gear they're using. Some of them are just working from laptops. Some of them are working with, you know, various different kinds of beat machines and whatnot. And Rod brings a sample, and he sends the sample out to all the producers. Like, you know, this is all kind of like, you know, in the cloud kind of thing. He sends a link out to them, and they have a half an hour to do something with this sample.
Awesome.
And then at the end, they everybody gets up and plays what they created in a half an hour, and it's really cool. It's just really community driven, right? It gets some of these like typically like laptop producers that a lot of times work in isolation doing what they do, and it's this amazing community feel, and people are learning from each other, and it's a competition. Like there's an entrance fee, everybody throws in like 10 or $15, and there's a winner at the end, and they win some cash, and we give away free studio time. It's a ton of fun. So we did it online for the first time, and it was still a ton of fun, but it'll be better when we get back in. So being that you're working on beats and stuff, man, you should join Project Plugin sometime.
Yeah, it sounds awesome. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of, I forget who does it, Rhythm Roulette. I don't know if you heard of that on YouTube. The producers are blindfolded. They pick 3 records, got to pick one sample from each record and create it. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
You ever messed with sampling, or like when you do your production, do you mess with samples, or do you do mostly like synths and stuff?
Yeah, I love music that's a hybrid of live and sampling, but for myself, I really haven't gotten into it. I have a couple of incomplete things where I sampled some old records, but I've never done anything with it really. Yeah, it's something I want to learn more about for sure.
Yeah, I've never. I've made like a couple beats from sample, but my idea has always been I didn't want to like go through the process of having to clear samples and stuff like that.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you talk about live, and I know you've had a lot of live experiences with your band, and I'm sure looping. What has like your live show experiences been like, and is there any tips or tricks as far as getting booked or doing shows that you could give to up and coming artists?
Yeah, I would say like the most important tip is like just don't give up, and just be careful about going too deep into like watching YouTube video after YouTube video, reading blogs, subscribing to shit that you don't need. Don't forget about the music. Like, don't treat the music as an afterthought. Yeah, the administration side of music, booking and all that, it's pretty mysterious to me, man. Like the best gigs that I've got have still all been word of mouth. So definitely like meet real people face to face, and there's really nothing better than that. And just the more you do it, the bigger your network is going to get. So yeah,
that's great advice.
Point, because that's the best way that anything is spread, whether it's a business, whether it's music. And when you think about it that way, it reminds you to value it and value those connections that you have with people. Like, it's not going to happen just by yourself,
yeah, no way. Never. Yeah. Also, I would say be flexible. Like everybody I know who is really working and, they consider themselves successful and they're a working musician, they've stayed flexible. They've stayed open. They stay broad. Don't get sucked into just doing one thing. That's like, it's so bad for your mental health, man.
I think that's a great point, honestly, that you can even like take away from music and look at life with that point. Like so many people get stuck, in this one idea of I'm right and this is perception of reality and this is how everything is, and if you can just stay open to the idea that you don't necessarily know what everything is and we actually know almost nothing, then I think that's a healthier way to
yeah, I have to remind myself of that all the time, Yeah, it's hard, but yeah, I don't know.
We have an audience question.
Okay.
Eric wants to know, have you done any collab with Bianca Black during her DJ sets?
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's my wife. Okay. Yeah, so we've done some DJ sets together. Yeah, Bianca Black is my wife. We're also together in a band called Sold Only as Curio. Yeah, like she plays violin too, and so she does a DJ set that's like it's hard to explain, but it's like dark, like Nordic music mixed with industrial and just really cool stuff. And then I do like electro funk, kind of like G funk and like dub music. And yeah, we'd like to incorporate some live elements into the DJ set, but you know, we'll
That's
see.
awesome. That's awesome. I didn't know that your wife was an artist, so that's very cool.
Yeah.
I always wondered, my wife is not a musician, and so we don't have, any like schedule kind of conflicts or this or that. Do you find that hard? Is that a hard thing to sometimes navigate without like getting you in trouble or anything, of course, but what's that like? Cause you guys, it's cool cause you could work on projects together, which it sounds like you obviously do, but yeah, is that tough to navigate when you're with a creative like that?
I guess it could be, but like in my case, my wife is so supportive, man. It's the most supportive person in my life. I mean, I look at other people and their partners are telling them like, "Oh, you should, you should keep working at your job." I know you hate your job, but you need a job. Like my wife has never said any of that shit to me, so I consider myself so lucky, you know. So yeah, no, I think it's great, but I guess nowadays we don't know what live music is going to look like and when it's going to happen again. It's kind of sad, so we'll see.
It
But
does. Yeah, we're all going through it. It does feel a bit sad. We're looking for ways to be creative. Obviously like live streaming like this and doing interviews like this is one thing. We've got some other ideas up our sleeve. People are already thinking about it. We started seeing drive-in concerts at drive-in theaters like in Germany. I don't know if you've seen any of that footage, but we're looking into that. You're in Detroit, so you're aware there's a drive-in theater.
yeah, that's right. What is it like? Dearborn, yeah?
Yeah, the Ford drive-in. So I think there's opportunities to make things happen. I think people are getting their live streaming and content creation game together a bit more.
Yeah, it's getting better. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, compared to like 2 months ago, a lot better.
Yeah. It takes a minute, right? There's a learning curve there to get it all together. And, you guys are emailing tracks back and forth, but you are all already in some sense working a little bit remotely because you guys are in different states.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's just when you start talking to people who are doing mixing and mastering too, if they're being honest with you, they'll all tell you like they hate doing that. They prefer to meet up in person. It's much more clear. It's easier to communicate that way. But yeah, unfortunately now we have to. Yeah. So we'll see.
No doubt. I know Max, I'm sorry. Did you have a question still or are you? Okay. I thought I saw.
Yeah. we have a viewer question actually. Shout out to Josh Overholster.
Yeah. What's up?
Yeah. Is that your boy?
Yeah, it's an old friend of mine from back in Oregon. I'm from Oregon. We used to jam together all the time in my dad's garage. We played at bars together. Yeah, all kinds of stuff, man.
Your dad's name isn't Joe by any chance, is it?
No, his name. No, it's even better, man. Randy Jackson.
Holy shit, that's amazing. No, the reference to Joe's garage. That was
oh yeah, Frank Zappa.
Yeah, I pegged you for maybe being a Zappa fan too. I don't know why.
Oh man, I love that. Cosmic Debris.
There you go. Yeah. You want to talk about crazy lyrics? He's the king of them. So maybe that's where some of your lyrical sensibility comes from. A little Zappa influence there.
But Josh, shout out Josh. Thanks for tuning in, man. He's wondering if you're drinking Boone's Farm.
No, actually, Josh, this is Winking Owl Moscato drink it chilled.
Ooh, delicious.
Yeah, it costs about $2.79 a bottle plus tax. Highly
Ah, dang.
recommended.
It's
Yeah,
a good deal.
yeah. I'm an Aldi shopper.
All
It's
the
like $3 Chuck.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, it is above 60 degrees today, so Moscato is an acceptable beverage on an above 60 degree day, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels good to me. So
Perfect. Is the map in your background? Is that in the lights represented of the Booty Jackson World Tour that's being planned for 2021?
right, yeah. So this is Australia. Haven't been there yet because there's no lights. No, it's just a shower curtain. And this
That's
is
dope.
this is just a small corner of my basement, man. It's great. Like I'm so lucky that I can play music down here without disturbing anybody during the lockdown. But yeah, it's very tiny. Every time I come down here, 100% of the times I've always hit my head every time that I'm down here. So yeah, it's good though, man. Yeah. I'm trying to dial it in, learn more about lighting. I've been filming a little bit with an old phone. I'm trying to figure out, how to get better quality because just musicians are expected to be able to produce this DIY video content. The bar is high now,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
high.
That's honestly one of the things that we want to help with at Grove Studios. You know what I mean? Providing a space where people can come in and get that high quality content just, with a push of a button and then a performance,
Yeah.
But you're absolutely right. It's expected now, and it's definitely very hard with live streaming to get impeccable quality. But I think your point about the lighting is very good. Lighting can make a huge difference. Even if you have a crappy camera, if you have good lighting, it'll look a lot better than a good camera with bad lighting.
Yeah, it's like these same principles from like taking a photo or recording a guitar or whatever. You got to get a good source first, and so I'm trying to figure it out, man. But yeah, I'm excited to see like what you guys have out there. So you have like 2 or 3 rooms, 4 rooms.
Yeah, we got one full band room, or one or two. Yeah, we have two full band rooms. Yep, and
full,
then we
yep.
have a DJ, practice space with DJ equipment, and then we also have a podcast studio and a production room as well.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and the beyond the current location, our goal is to have hundreds of locations using shipping containers.
Oh, nice.
One of
Yeah.
our co-founders is an architect, and he works on he specializes in shipping container construction. So we're actually in the middle of developing these shipping container pods. You put 2 shipping containers together, you got 320 square feet, and they become, perfectly sound attenuated and sound isolated studios, and then the technology inside basically to make it easy for artists to create content, because we know, just we're all artists ourselves, right? Like I've been playing in bands for 25 years. Creating content is hard on your own. Obviously, you got to rely on other folks who have those skills or learn those skills yourself. But sometimes that's not possible, and sometimes it's the barrier to entry is the cost of the actual equipment you need to get that that really super high quality. So we're trying to remove barriers for artists, make things easier so that they can really just focus more on the music, and it's really kind of our goal. So the bonus is, at least what I think is that when we do open back up, they are these private rooms, right? Like there's not this big, it's not like a huge space. There's not going to be a ton of people in there. Like it's actually, I think we're better positioned than a lot of typical venues out of the gate, because you can come in and create content and feel pretty safe about it.
Yeah. And if you guys have the ability to track a live performance right there in your space, and broadcast it or just even record it and help somebody produce a
We
high
do.
quality. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, we use a technology called Open Live, which is it's automated recording. So anything you run into the board, and then there's a pair of stereo mics in the room. When you book the studio, you actually book the recording as well. And so when you enter the room during your time, the room just automatically records, and then by the time you get back home and log back into your computer, your recording's there.
Gotcha. Wow.
So that's and it uses algorithms to mix and master. So what you get is a really nice recording when you're done.
Oh,
It's ready to go.
That's so interesting. Yeah, it's great. Like, I think that's really nice for people to go into a room, not get distracted by all the wires and shit. Just get into playing and then just get out of there, listen to it. You're just going to that space to do one thing. That's really cool. That's a great idea.
I appreciate it, man. Love to have you guys out at some point eventually when you feel comfortable and safe doing so.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely would love to do from the standpoint of selfishly being in a band with Eric. We're both like, yeah, we should do a show with them because that'd be super fun. So
yeah, absolutely.
We'll keep it on the books, man. You guys are really fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are amazing, and we're looking at a lot of stuff in the future, like live performances at Grove Studios, and also looking at even recording a full album at Grove Studios to showcase all of these amazing artists from the area. So we'll definitely be in contact with you. You guys are amazing, and
cool. Thank you.
We'd love to include you guys in something like that.
Oh yeah, I'd definitely be interested. Yeah. I don't know. You guys ever listen to like split albums or those dub albums where you got two producers going back and forth, one producer, next producer, one producer, next producer? Like, I don't know, man. I miss that shit. The collaboration has never been easier, but I know, like, I'm guilty of it too. I'm always getting into my zone, like playing in my sandbox down here in the basement.
Yeah, it's hard to collaborate with other people, man.
I know.
It really is. I often, like in my past, I've collaborated with a lot of people, but recently, especially, I have been doing the same thing, like just staying in my box, like because sometimes it's just easier to work with yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you can learn differently, like from both. So I mean,
yeah,
I think it's important to do both, but. Like, so what have you been doing, Max? You been like recording, or what's going on for you?
Well, right now, yeah, I'm making a lot of beats right now. I actually work with a guitarist as well. And I mean, that's the collaboration that I do. I really like working with people that are better at making music than me, and I really like I'm good at laying down like the drums and making a beat and stuff like that, but I love like having a guitarist come in and just like play some guitar over that. We're actually coming out with a project soon called The High Consciousness, which is going to be like a new band with the two of us. Also doing like the looping thing. That's one of the reasons why I love the looping that you do so much is because it's something I aspire to do in the future. We want to be able to build our songs live as opposed to needing a full band. Like we just want to have the two of us be able to build the entire song live, and move around like that because it's cheaper and easier and everything.
Yeah.
And it's something that can be done live online to great effect. I mean, one of the biggest artists in the world is Mark Ribier, who does the looping, and it's just an awesome new kind of thing that I think people are really interested in, but you have to be so incredibly skilled and on point to carry it out, so kudos to you for sounding so great with the looping for sure, because it definitely is tough. Like the first time we were trying to loop our songs, they did not sound like the record at all, you know what I mean? So it's definitely a hard thing to get used to for sure.
It takes a while, man, and the biggest skill that you could develop is like learning to hide, learning to hide the parts that are a little bit sloppy in what you do, and learning to like disguise them or eliminate them. So a lot of it is just an illusion, really. But are you guys trying to do like Ableton, or you're gonna do like a loop station
I
hardware?
mean, we have a loop station, like a five like button thing or whatever, and but what I noticed was like just the mixing. Like I know Mark Ribier uses like main stage through Logic. I want to try and do something like that where I can, because Ableton is cool. I love Ableton, but also Ableton does mess up on me sometimes. And
so complicated, man. So complicated.
But I love Ableton. It's always the program that I've used ever since I started producing. But yeah, I think main stage might be a little bit more like, fine tuned and for sure, because sometimes Ableton will just give me some random problems that, I just don't know how to deal with.
Man, there's so much stuff in there. I know, like my brother uses it too. He's very comfortable with it, but for me, it's like, it's too much, man. I could be in there for hours, just like tweaking sounds and just like staring at the screen, and it's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah. No, for me, like I fall into kind of a bad like habit of like, I mean, I don't know if it's bad, but I love like the aspect of just creating the loop, like going in there, finding the sounds, making the loop like 8 bars, 16 bars, whatever. And then like after that, for some reason, it's like work for me. It's like now, and like doing the arranging and just like doing every little thing, like that stuff is just like tedious to me. So like I always just make that 8-bar loop, 16-bar loop, and then I kind of just move on, make a new beat. But then that's why I like working and collabing with someone that's a little bit better and more knowledgeable with music theory and stuff like that when I'm doing the arranging,
Right.
and actually putting it together.
Yeah.
It's kind of my process. But yeah,
Awesome.
I love just like searching for sounds and tweaking the sounds and messing with it. You mentioned like Jay Dilla, obviously one of the best hip hop producers of all time and I also heard some reggae influences, in one of your tracks. Do you have some hip hop and reggae influence as well?
Oh man, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, lately I've just been going back and listening to all this old dub music from the late 70s and early 80s, like Scientist and like Lee Scratch Perry and all this stuff. And yeah, I like the new stuff too. I like dance hall. Like I have some experience playing that music live. It's really fun. It's kind of like in my comfort zone. So, but yeah, just really, I'm just into following whoever is really good live is who I want to listen to and who I want to see.
Yeah, it's I think, boy, I think in another year people are really going to be itching to see live music too,
Yeah.
right? Like, boy, it's gonna be a thing. But I'm kind of excited about these drive-in concerts.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. I think that's a great idea, actually.
I think it works. It's better than no concerts, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I love hearing the reggae, like the reggae influence. I think was one of the songs on B is for Booty was kind of reggae influenced, wasn't it?
Yeah. That drummer that we recorded with has a lot of experience playing reggae and dub music. He toured with Linton Kwesi Johnson and like all these, man, he's an older guy. So he has like, 50 years of experience on the drum kit. So
yeah, the drumming is great on it. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Is that somebody you're going to be hopefully working with on this next project as well?
Yeah, we recorded 3 more tracks with him recently over in like the Kalamazoo area. The guy who mixed our last record, we went to his house over Thanksgiving weekend. We did 3 songs. We basically, his girlfriend was out of town, so we turned his entire house into a studio. We tore it up, man. We had snakes running everywhere. We had
it's awesome.
It was great. We got really good tracks. So we're just kind of itching to meet up with him again when it's safe and start mixing,
Yeah, so we have at least 3 tracks to look forward to, and then
Yes.
you guys have a couple of more or a few more that are going to be added to that project, or is it like a 3-song EP?
Oh no. I'm not sure how many do we have on that. I think we got 5. We recorded something with another drummer in a different studio. It was one of those things. We started a song. We played to a loop, just like piano, guitar, and bass with headphones. Like 2.5 years ago, we got decent tracks. Didn't touch the session for over a year. And then like last year, I went to a different studio in Detroit with a different drummer. It's more of a rock song. So we tracked that. And yeah, we got one more that's like a 4 on the floor, like a disco track. And that's also, it's a mix of some sampled drums and some live percussion. And yeah, so we got 5 songs with the full band to look forward to sometime.
Awesome. I love it. Really looking forward to it, man.
Thank you.
So we can certainly look for new music from Booty Jackson and the mix. The beat tape is coming out June 5th.
June 5th. Yes,
so,
June 5th.
So whole bunch of stuff in the mix. That's awesome. I
try to stay busy.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I'm excited to see what you guys do and come out there in person as well.
Yeah, definitely. There's gonna be opportunities to do that. Like I said, one of the big things we're working on is enabling our rooms with an easy way for people to live stream, and create content easily. So we'll keep you in the loop for sure.
Thanks.
Yeah. I think, a lot of things do feel uncertain right now. You have some things that are definitely certain, like you guys are making music, you guys are doing your thing, which I love to hear. I feel sad when people are like kind of throwing their hands up, but I don't know a lot of musicians that are doing that. I think people are pressing forward, trying to find ways to press forward. But there is that uncertainty about when can we perform, where can we perform, how do we perform, live again. But are there, with that uncertainty, is there anything else that you feel is certain, whether it be in the music world or otherwise?
Oh, like what is certain right now?
Yeah, maybe it's a little rhetorical, I guess.
That's a good question. Yeah, it's a good question.
We get all kinds of answers to that question, but I always ask it. What is certain?
That is such a hard question.
We don't just throw softballs, man. We gotta you gotta keep some hard ones in there.
Well, I mean, I think like this is teaching some people about what's important, maybe, and like it's teaching me how lucky I am. Like I have somewhere to go, or I have somewhere to be. I'm tired of being at home, but I have somewhere safe that I can be. And so that's a pretty valuable lesson. So I don't know, man, but I'm going crazy like everyone else. So I have some bad days.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see that the sun is shining today, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It is. It's a nice day out there. Well, listen, I appreciate that answer. I think that's a really smart answer. You're an introspective kind of person, it seems, and I definitely appreciate that angle, man. It's funny, we get all kinds of different answers to that question, but they always turn out really cool. Don't you agree, Max?
Absolutely. Yeah. I think it's an important question because 99.9% of things are uncertain, in day-to-day life. And I think there are things that are also certain. So I think, if we focus on those things that are certain, instead of worrying about the things that are uncertain, I think that leads to a better state of mind,
Yep.
Max, always tying it together. Well, hey, listen, man, I really appreciate you spending the time with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Nate Jackson, Nate B. Jackson. The B is for Booty, and Booty Jackson is the band. You guys can check them out at bootyjackson.com, or you can go straight to Bandcamp and listen to the EP. B is for Booty. That's bootyjackson.bandcamp.com. Or you can just Google Booty Jackson because they are the only Booty Jackson in the world, as far as I can tell. And I did Google.
Actually, there is one guy. So you could see like Booty Jackson doesn't have a space. There's a guy with Booty Space Jackson, and he's got one song released called Fantasy in G String.
Oh, well, that's a title.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
a little competition.
Yeah, you know, it's easy to find, man. Booty Jackson, all one word. Thank you guys so much for having me on today. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, man.
For sure. Everybody out there that's listening and tuning in, we appreciate you checking us out. Please remember we have a donation link up. 50% is going to nokidhungry.org. That's that organization is working to end child hunger in America, and we certainly would appreciate any of those donations going out. Again, thanks to Nate Booty Jackson and Max Price for being here. This is Grove Sessions. We'll see you guys again on Friday. Who do we got coming up on Friday?
On Friday, we got Approachable Minorities. It's going to be dope. And,
Sweet.
And then Sunday we got E-Man Bates.
Yeah, we got a double hip hop sessions back to back. Super excited. Approachable Minorities, amazing. E-Man Bates, amazing. Both going to do live performances and followed by interviews. So definitely tune in. We'll see you guys Friday. Appreciate you all. Have a great day. This is Grove Sessions out.
Thanks, y'all.